First, let's clear up what processed means. Processed meat is meat that's been chemically altered, salted, cured, smoked, or industrial pasted. Think bacon, hot dogs, sausages, pepperoni, that kind of stuff. You know, the factory pink paste that got blasted with artificial flavorings and preservatives, like a chemistry homunculus they cooked up in a cauldron at the industrial plant so it can sit on a grocery shelf for 6 freaking months without going bad. That stuff. And let me tell you this, calling that stuff bad for your health is an understatement. The World Health Organization's cancer agency has classified processed meat as a Group 1 cancer cause, which is the same group as, oh dear, asbestos and cigarette smoke. Now, to be clear, eating a slice of pepperoni pizza is not the same as smoking a pack of cigarettes. Group 1 doesn't measure how deadly something is, it measures how strong the scientific evidence is. And the science is definitive. Processed meat directly causes colorectal cancer. Eating just 50 grams of processed meat daily, which is like 2 slices of bacon or 1 hot dog, increases your colorectal cancer risk by 18%. The main cause of this are nitrates and nitrites. These are compounds added to meat products to keep them nice and pink and to stop bacteria from growing. Now, I sure do like me a sausage that's nice and pink and bacteria free, but the problem with these compounds is that they react to heat and the acid in your stomach, making them poisonous. And because it's inherent to meat products that they will, get heated up and end up in the stomach, there's no real way around it. When these additives come into contact with high temperatures or stomach fluid, they form compounds called nitrosamines. These are direct DNA damaging agents. In other words, they literally injure your cells from the inside out, which is no good of course. But because we humans are psychologically biased for the short term and often utterly disregard long-term risk if we don't experience bad consequences right now, we meat lovers couldn't give 2 shits about whether our piece of bologna will maybe cause cancer 30 years down the road, right? Unfortunately, though, the health risks aren't just long-term. Processed meat hits your daily energy immediately. Ever wonder why you hit a wall after a deli lunch? You eat a sandwich stacked with 5 layers of cured ham and salami. 40 minutes later, your head feels heavy, your focus drops, and you almost pass out at your desk. Now, this is what the youth calls a food coma. What it is an acute inflammatory response. When a massive load of sodium and oxidized fats hit your system at once, your body reacts to the spike. Your blood pressure crescendos, your digestive tract works overtime, and your immune system fires off an inflammatory cascade to process the influx. You don't have sudden brain fog out of nowhere, amigo. You just ate literal poison. Then there's your gut microbiome. You know, the bacteria in your gut that keep you healthy and alive. Your gut bacteria influence everything from your immune response to neurotransmitter production. Now, when you consistently run preservatives, synthetic smoke, and high nitrites through that delicate system, you are basically mass exterminating those bacteria. With, as a result, chronic bloating, low energy, and constant digestive friction. But who gives a damn, right? Because the stuff tastes so good. So why not just look the other way and not think about the health risks? Resisting that tasty meat would be too difficult anyway. But if you find it hard to stop eating these foods, it's not a personal failure of willpower. It's literally just because of chemistry. Because food labs engineer these products to a carefully curated bliss point, the precise mathematical ratio of salt, fat, and glutamates that makes it addictive, and that overrides your brain's fullness signals so you keep eating more. Because glutamates have gained notoriety due to their addictive nature, food companies hide them on the packaging under different names. These compounds trigger glutamate receptors in your brain, spiking taste perception and tricking your brain into wanting another bite even when your stomach is full. It's ultra-processed masterminding designed for hyperpalatability, and it absolutely shits on your health and fitness. Now, in order to pick the right meat products for your longevity, you must do 2 things. Subscribe to my channel and start looking at the back of the package instead of the front. Luckily, you don't need to know what every word means. As a rule of thumb, the less ingredients, the better. Overall, prioritize single ingredient foods in your diet. Food that came from a farm, not an industrial extractor. If you want to buy some meat and the ingredient list reads like a chemical manifest, leave it on the shelf. Thank you. Now here's a quick shout out to the person who suggested this video topic to me. If you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments down below. Bye!